to our 15-minute hardcore express workout. My name is Elizabeth and I'm the health fitness coordinator in Bedford. So today we're going to do a quick warm-up, just one move. We're going to do a dead bug, and then we're going to do one circuit, repeating it either 2 to 3 times depending on the time we have here. So we're going to do Russian twists. We're going to do something I'm calling a tricep hold crunch. I'll show you what that looks like. And then we're going to do a low plank and tap our feet out to the sides. So I'll demonstrate those exercises, and then we're going to do them for 45 seconds on each exercise and 15 seconds of rest in between. And then we'll cycle through either 2 to 3 times all the exercises. And then for a cool down, we'll just do a couple quick little stretches. Then you can get on with your Friday. All right, so let's get started. All you need is a mat and a dumbbell, by the way, and you really don't need the dumbbell. It's just for the Russian twist, so we can do that body weight. So for the warm-up, you're going to get on your mat, and you're going to, let me think here. Let's do this move. So you're going to be in tabletop position. So your hands are under your shoulder points, and your knees are under your hip points. Your back is nice and neutral and straight here. And then you're going to extend your right arm forward and your left leg up and back. And then you're going to just crunch that elbow and knee together, and then put your hand and knee back on the ground, and then switch sides. So your left arm extends forward, your right leg extends up and back. Feel that squeeze, and then crunch that elbow and knee together and put back down. And then let's just alternate this again, maybe a couple more times on each side, moving at your own pace. I'm going to do 2 more on each side here. Just waking up those abs. All right, last set on each side. And we're good. All right. This isn't a very long or super strenuous workout. Just a nice activation of our core. So I'm going to keep the warm-up kind of minimal today. All right, let's get started. Actually, first, let me just show you the exercises, and then we'll get started. So first, we're going to do Russian twists. So you're going to sit on your mat, sitting up nice and tall. Your feet are on the mat, and your knees are kind of pointing up to the sky, so it's like a tent shape with your legs here. Then you're going to, if you would like to use a weight, you can pick up your weight, hold it at your chest, and then just start to keep your back really nice and straight and start to lean back until you feel your abs really start to engage and kind of lock in. And once you are at that point, you can start twisting with that weight. So tapping the weight or just your hands, the right side of your body as you twist, back to the middle, twist to the left, tap that weight or just your hands to the mat, and then twist back to the middle. And alternate this way. If you want to make it even more challenging, you can lift your legs as you twist. You can just keep those legs on the ground. I'm going to. And you can also do this body weight. It's still a great workout. So that's the first move. Second move is a tricep hold crunch. At least that's what I'm calling it. I don't know if there's an official name for this, but what you're going to do is stay in that seated position with your legs tented up. Place your hands behind you on the mat. Your fingertips are facing towards the front of the room. And then you're going to extend your legs out and then lift up from your hips and through your shoulders. So you're basically in a reverse plank. Instead of being forward facing down towards the mat, you are looking up towards the sky. And then you're going to crunch one knee in towards your chest and then the other. So alternating those knees crunching in. So this is a great move because you're working your core, you're working your abs as you're crunching in. You're also working your back, so the posterior part of your core. And you're also sneaking a little bit of a tricep strengthener in there. All right, and then our last move is a low plank. So getting into a low plank here on your forearms. So your back and spine is nice and straight. You're really engaging through the whole body. You're pushing through those toes, pushing through the shoulders, feeling nice and strong. So you can either just hold here, or you can tap your feet out, alternating toes. So you can tap your right foot out, away from your body, then back in towards your midline, Then your left foot out away from your body, back towards the midline. Try to keep your torso, your hips nice and stable, minimal swaying here. Okay, so those are our 3 moves. Let's get started now. We'll see how many sets we get through of each, aiming for 2 to 3 sets. All right, starting now. We're gonna do those Russian twists. Pick up the weight if you're using one. Sitting on the mat, start to lean back so you feel those abs kick in, and then twist your arms to the right towards the ground and then towards the left. So you're just twisting your torso from side to side, bringing that weight with you if you have the weight. Really working those obliques here. Just 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Great work. Next up, we're going to do that tricep hold crunch. All right, so sitting on the mat, hands behind you, lift yourself up into a reverse plank here, and then crunch your right leg in towards your chest and your left leg. Keep your chin tucked in towards your chest. And keep those hips lifted. Looking good. Really working that deep core here. Just 10 more seconds. You got this. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great work. Next, we're going to get that low plank in. Just keeping an eye on the time here. All right, so making your way back on your mat. Get on those forearms. Kick those feet out, back, I should say, and get into that nice low plank. Really engage through the whole body. So you can either hold here, or you can start tapping your toes out to the side and then back towards your midline, alternating toes. Nice and stable. Keep that pelvis tucked in. 3 more seconds. 2, 1, rest. Great work. So that was 1 set of each. We're going to do, I think based on the time, 1 more set of all of those. And then we're going to do a little cool down. So this is a real quick and effective workout. Back into those Russian twists. All right, sitting on the mat, leaning back so you feel the abs engaged, and then twisting that weight into your torso from side to side. You could have your legs up here, hovering off the ground, or down on the mat. And you can drop that weight if this starts to feel a little challenging. Or if you feel like, ooh, I got this, you can always go up in weight. 5 more seconds, almost there. 3, 2, 1, rest, drop that weight. Back to those tricep hold crunches. All right, getting into that reverse plank stance. So you're pushing up through your hands and your heels here, and then you are crunching, alternating these in towards your chest. Just like in a plank, you've got a nice straight line with your body, and you've got those hips in line with your spine, so they're not dipping towards the ground or like too hyperextended, just a nice straight line. And you can keep a bend in your knees here. You don't have to have them completely straight. if that feels a little too much of a stretch. 2 more seconds and rest. Great work. All right, now we're going into our low plank. We might be able to get not one full set of each in, but maybe a couple more workout moves. Okay, into that low plank on your forearms. Really strong and engaged through the whole body. And if you'd like, you can start to tap, alternating toes out, away from your midline, and then back in towards your midline. Staying nice and stable through the hips as you do so. You got this. Embrace the shake, embrace that shaky feeling. You're getting stronger. Three, 2, 1, rest. Excellent work. All right, so it's 8:41. You know what? Let's do one more Russian twist and one more tricep hold crunch. And then we'll cool down. All right, picking up your weight if you'd like, sitting on your mat, leaning back with your back nice and straight until you feel your abs engaged, and then start twisting your torso and your weight from side to side, bringing your gaze along with you. So your head and neck should also be twisting in the same direction so you don't hurt your neck. Looking good. 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo! All right, perfect. Let's do one more exercise. We're just going to do one more of the tricep hold crunch. So, placing your hands behind your back, extending those legs out in front of you, and pushing up through your heels and your hands and your shoulders till you're in that reverse plank stance, and then crunch one knee in towards your chest and then the other. Keeping your hips nice and high. Looking good. And you can always, like I said, keep your knees bent here if that feels better, and you can keep the soles of your feet on the ground as opposed to being on your heels. Here, that's an option for a modification because this does feel could feel like a lot of strength in your hamstrings. All right, rest. Great work. You did it. Now let's just do a quick cool down, just to round everything off. So, what we're going to do is lay on our mats on our bellies. I'm going to do a little Sphynx pose. So place your forearms just next to your chest here, on either side of your chest. Your fingertips are pointing towards the front of the room. Your feet are laying flat on the ground, and then you're going to slowly start to lift your chest up until you feel that stretch in the front of your body and strengthening in your lower back. You can just keep it low here, or if you like, you can push up further. But just listen to your body. This might be a little bit too far up if you have low back pain. Just go as far as feels comfortable for you. And we're going to hold here just for a couple cycles of breath. So let's take a big deep breath in and let it all out through our mouth. And let's do one more of those. Big deep breath in, opening the mouth and letting it all go. Awesome. And then coming back down on the mat, we're going to press up into tabletop, and then from here extend your knees out wide on the mat, so on either edge of the width of your mat. Your toes are touching. sink your hips back into between your toes and place your forehead on the ground. Your arms are extended overhead, not up in the sky, but down on the mat. We're just going to rest here in this extended child's pose. All right, so let's take 2 more big deep breaths and exhales here. Breathing in through the nose, letting it all go. 1 more. In through the nose. Take an extra little suck of breath in, and then open your mouth and let it all go. Awesome. All right. Great work, everyone. Feeling energized, ready to crush the rest of the workday. Hope everyone has a wonderful weekend ahead. Bye.